Oh yeah, I'm back with another wobbly video. Right now we just went to O'Reilly's and I got me some brakes. So yeah, I'm gonna do the brakes on the car. They need to be done bad. I might need 2 front rotors. I don't know. Never done brakes, so my buddy's gonna help me. And then next week I'm doing an oil change, step by step. So everything costs money. Everything adds up so quick when it costs money, obviously. So, and the car needs to be clean too. She's dirty. Cleaned again. So I'll hit you back up when we get back to the house. So yeah. Alright, y'all, we made it back to the house. The moment he's gonna do his dad's brakes on his car, his dad's car. And then I got my car, which is over there. I can't really flip the camera because I'm using an iPhone. And then I have a separate video of my four-wheeler. Turn that key off. There's something I have to replace on it, so y'all have to wait and see that. And I have not showed the final, I don't think I've showed the final product of the speakers yet. I know, sorry, I was at my chest, but yeah, my damn thing fly. I'm gonna hit y'all up when we start doing it, when he starts doing the brakes on his dad's car, and I'll do a little video on that. See y'all in a sec. So, we're doing the brakes here. As soon as I get this tire off, I'll show you how to take those old ones off, and how to tell if your rotor's bad, and how to tell if your caliper's bad. So, I'll get y'all when I get this here tire off. So on a caliper, you take your wheel off. This is your rotor, caliper, and your pads, and then like a little mount for your caliper. You got one bolt here, and one bolt on the bottom on the back. On this particular vehicle, it's a 14. So you can just, sometimes you're really in there, and you really, sometimes I've had to take a damn hammer and hit the ratchet, but, because I don't have a, I have an air compressor, but I gotta replace the actual compressor part on it. It blew up, and all that good stuff. That way I can actually have power tools when I'm working on stuff, because I work on stuff all day and I don't feel like working on stuff at home. Work on stuff at work. Alright. After you get that second bolt out, you come over here, grab you a flathead, and just kind of stick it in there and, oh God, work right. Alright. Set it somewhere where it won't fall so you don't rip your brake line. So I'm gonna just kind of try and, that looks about, halfway decent right here. And then you got your pads. One, but it actually ain't that bad. That's still a good bit of pad left, but it's pretty smooth. Rotors aren't, if you drag your fingernail across your rotor like that, and if it kind of catches your fingernail, that's how you know your rotor is bad. And also do the same on the back of the rotor, wherever you can get a fingernail in there. That one's good. Caliper. Your caliper, the only way it'll go bad, really, I think, is if you don't change your brakes when you're supposed to, and your brake pads get too low. It'll warp your caliper. Some people don't replace these clips. I do. You don't really have to, but I like to, if you can get them out, because these ones don't want to come out. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's why I still got a really pretty pad in there. Oh boy. That one's a little lower than this one. Oh, yeah, that's a good bit lower actually. So, that clip. I think the other clip. Yep, there's that clip. All right, there's that, and I'll get back when I get ready to put it all back together. All right, so what we're doing here is your caliper.
has a little piston in it. When you hit your brake pedal, it goes in. Then you let it go, it goes out. But it doesn't go back in all the way. So when you change your brakes, you have to somehow push this piston back in there. And this is the best way I could find to do it over time. So get you a C-clamp, and I just use a piece of just square tubing. A piece of flat bar works better. And you'll just try and get this so y'all can see it. There we go. That's a better way right there. So I have to. There, right. Okay. So you put your piece of flat bar right in there, and then tighten this thing up. And you want to go until that piston is flush with this, and then you can let off of it. Now, keep it like this. Don't turn it upside down, or the piston will come back out, and you have to do that all over. So, these are the clamps for this vehicle. They normally look a lot different than this. Sometimes it'll just be just straight across without this. This one's a little different. So this one it's got a little groove that this slips down in. You just set that one in there, press it down in there. Same in the top. Take that, press it up in there. Make sure it's in all the way. Okay. And take your brake pad. And if you make sure, my hands are dirty, but all that is brake dust. It's no oil or anything. Make sure to not get oil on that. If you do, get some brake cleaner or starting fluid and clean that off. Or else, when you go to stop, it might not stop. So, just because it won't be able to get no friction on it. Okay, get the back one in. Okay. And before you start putting your caliper on, go ahead and grab your bolts, put them in your hand. Just makes it easier. And the way I like to do it is just start the bottom bolt. Just put the whole caliper in without starting that bottom bolt. You start fighting with it, and it just takes longer. It's easier that way. For all you haters, yeah, I know it's Craftsman. Craftsman's for at home, Snap-on's for at work. I like little tires. So much easier. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, normally easier. Bam. Alright, so whenever you're tightening your lug nuts, you can just go in a circle, but the way I like to do it, I feel like if you do it that way, it makes some vibration because it doesn't get the wheel kind of flush on there. So you just make a star. You go boom, skip that one, and then go to this one. And then you go skip, do that one. And then you do skip that one, skip that one. So you just do a star. You go boom, 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 boom. Wait. You go boom, 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 boom. Just like that. And that's all there is to it. And then you just put your little thingy back on. Now you're good to go to the bar and not run into a ditch.
Alright, y'all, he got done with them. Now we're going to go take it for a test drive to see how they ride, and I will meet y'all back up in the car when we get in there. See what I'm saying?
Alright guys, so just finished the other wheel. Whenever you get done with your brakes, crank the car up and mash the brake pedal about 5 times, okay? Then, put it in reverse. But before you go anywhere, make sure everything is cleared out from under the vehicle. It is. You just put it in reverse and just give them bad boys a good check, you know? Really gotta just make sure they're gonna stop. Oh yeah. And then, take it for a test drive. Okay. I'll get back with y'all here in a little bit.
Alright, that was the end of the video. If y'all like the video, watch more and go subscribe to my buddy Steven. He ain't got much, I ain't got much, but working on it. So, yeah. Hit his shit up and look at my shit and get it rolling. See y'all.